All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. Nigeria's inflation jumps to 24.3% in March 2025. As predicted by economists, Nigeria's headline inflation rate rose to 24.23% in March 2025, according to the official government data source, the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. Now, in the last 1.5 months, this regime has been lying that inflation rate had dropped in Nigeria. Inflation rates dropped on paper, but prices of goods and services kept rising in the market. I believe even they could no longer bear the shame of self-deceit, so they have finally come out to admit that the rate of inflation has risen. But even this figure is not the right figure. The rate of inflation in Nigeria as we speak is far higher than 24.23% that they have quoted here. Is around 30 to 32%. But one thing is sure, propaganda will not govern this country for the APC. They have almost completely destroyed the economy. But it is not only the economy that Tinubu is destroying, he is also trying to completely obliterate the traces of democracy and security that we have left as a nation. Few hours ago, terrorists wreaked havoc in Zamfara again, the same degree of havoc that is ongoing in Plateau, Benue, Niger, and Kaduna states as we speak. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that update from Rivers State that appears to put the final nail to democracy in Nigeria began making the rounds. The unconstitutionally appointed sole administrator has declared war on suspended Governor FUBARA. He wants to arrest FUBARA for no reason, and he has started by summoning FUBARA to appear before him and give account of his time in office. A military man from Akwa Ibom State came to Rivers State and is now summoning an elected governor of Rivers State who has constitutional immunity to appear before him for a probe. That is clearly the end of democracy. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. This video is from a Nigerian lady who lives in Burkina Faso. This lady always makes video talking about Burkina Faso, but on this occasion, she responded to some people who have been telling her to leave Burkina Faso and return to Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to the state of Burkina Faso in the last 2 years under a military man, Traore. See the video.
They come back to Nigeria. Nigeria is better than that country. Even your village in Nigeria is better than this country. And Anastasia, Sokoto side, all the Hausa states safe. This country is far. And so what? Better in what aspect? Better in what aspect? Eh? Are they better in what aspect? I'm asking. Nigeria that everybody's dying of hunger now. They are quite developed. My country is quite developed. But here, yes, they are not developed, but they are 10 times better than Nigeria. I will say it with my full chest. I can possibly go to the market with 1,000 and buy food stuff that family of 4 will eat it and have change on top of it. You don't mess around in this country. Fuel remains the same price. Everybody is selling fuel. Since I entered this country, going to 2 years now, they have never and ever had an increment on fuel. Eh? Talking about the electricity, before they take light here, they will announce it on the radio. Before they take light, that will last like 30 minutes, they must announce it on the radio. You want to come to this country and be selling generator, hunger will kill you. Because you will not say, I was walking on the road, I was inside tattoo one day, I just decided to buy fuel. We went to the police station to buy fuel, NEPA take light. A whole filling station does not have generator. They have to wait. They have to wait for NEPA to bring light, and it not even last up to 5 minutes. NEPA brought light, and they started business again. What are you guys telling me? Nigeria is this, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is this. Students, everybody is crying of hunger. Transportation fee, now your mates. Insecurity is everywhere. Insecurity. You cannot boldly walk in your street in Nigeria around 10 o'clock. How dare you? They want you where? They want you where? Yes, my village is better than here. Based on where they are working collectively. They are working by individual. How will I even put it? We have presidents, we have leaders, we have everything that we have, but there is nothing that is working. There is nothing that is working. How will you use Tinubu to compare the youngest president in Africa? That there are people you cannot open your mouth and talk bad about Ibrahim Traore. They will kill you. They will skin you alive. They will tell you leave their best president for them. They are proud of their president. Who is proud of Tinubu in Nigeria? Who they proud of Tinubu? Then they tell me say Nigeria is good. Nigeria is good. Nigeria is good. Yes, we are developed. What is happening there? What is happening there? Where everybody is crying and be smiling. We are strong, yes, because it's high time we say, in fact, it's high time we come out and say we don't need president because we have president and he's doing nothing. It's just like we are fatherless. You are taking care of you. You have father, and your father is not working. Your father is not doing anything. That's why Nigeria is. It's best for us to not to have any leader in our country. We'll be managing everything by ourselves. You people telling me Nigeria is good, Nigeria is good, Nigeria is good. Everybody is crying. Cost of living is crying. Cost of living, everything is high. President is there doing nothing. If they sick, they will fly abroad. People individuals, indigenous will be there dying. School, nothing. When nobody worry me this morning, when nobody tell me my village is better than this country. Osume, what has government done for us in Osume? If not the individual that will build road, they will even be dragging who will build road, who will do this one, who will do this one. Where there is government, what are they doing? Hunger is tying everybody. If you go to market with 1,000, you will buy only Maggi 1,000 and go home. What does that supposed to mean? See, the high time we come out and say, well, we don't need Tinubu again. The better for all of us. When I came to this country, they did protest for the president. What happened? That day that they did the protest for the president, the issue, the thing that the reason why they did that protest, the issue was resolved that day. Still they talk again. This country that you people are saying that is far 1980 of Nigeria is 10 times better than Nigeria. Quote me anywhere, I will prove you right. In terms of electricity, in terms of transportation, in terms of economic, in terms of human affairs, in terms of hospital, in terms of everything, they are far better than Nigeria.
You saw that. And from the video, you can tell that the lady is living a modest life there in Burkina Faso. She's not living in a mansion there, but she has access to all the basic necessities of life in a manner that the average Nigerian can only dream of. Do you know how rich you have to be in Nigeria before you can have the kind of luxury that that lady has over there in Burkina Faso? Very good power supply to the point that they warn them ahead of 30 minutes blackout. Just 30 minutes, they warn you ahead. Price of petrol constant over 2 years. That is stability, and those are signs of a decent society. 37-year-old military junta Traore is transforming Burkina Faso. 37-year-old Traore is transforming Burkina Faso with the little resources available to him. Do you know that that guy has rejected loans from World Bank and IMF on about 4 occasions combined in the last 2 years? Yet he is making waves in his country. That's a 37-year-old man treading carefully, but a 98.5-year-old Tinubu jumps at every opportunity to take loans. 55.2 trillion loans taken within just 23 months, yet Nigerians cannot feel the impact. The junta in Mali and Benin Republic are also not doing badly, and that is why many are beginning to speak more against the relevance of democracy in today's Africa. It's such a shame. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that terrible update from Zamfara, another deadly terrorist attack on the people. And next is that atrocious development coming out of Rivers State. The unconstitutional sole administrator appointed by Tinubu has declared a war on FUBARA. He wants to arrest FUBARA, and he has started the process by summoning FUBARA to appear before him to come and give account of his stewardship. What an abomination. Let's start by taking that update from Zamfara. Look at how the papers reported it. Breaking: terrorists kill former local government administrator. 3 others in Zamfara. Abduct several residents. Sahara reporters. Terrorists on Monday night launched a deadly attack on Morai town in Talata Mafara local government area of Zamfara state, killing a former local government sole administrator, Saminu Morai, and 3 others. Several residents were also abducted during the invasion, Sahara reporters learned. A resident of the community who spoke with Sahara reporters confirmed the attack and described it as a brutal and shocking one. Bandits attacked Morai town in Talata Mafara local government area of Zamfara state, killed former Talata Mafara local government sole administrator and 3 others. Many people were killed, the source said. He added that the attack took place late Monday night, throwing the entire town into chaos. The name of the administrator is Saminu Morai. The attack happened last night, the source explained. The killings have since drawn the attention of traditional and local authorities, as both the Emir of Talata Mafara and divisional police officer of the area reportedly attended the burial of the victims. As of when this report was filed, the Zamfara State Police Command has not released an official statement regarding the incident. It also remains unclear how many people were kidnapped or the exact number of assailants involved. When things like this happen, the police don't even bother to release any statement again. because this is something that happens. At the time, it was happening once in a week. Later, it began happening twice in a week. Now it happens twice in a day. So how many statements are they going to issue? And the military force, the majority of them, are being deployed to areas of lesser concerns. Can you see the path that this political class are taking this country? In Borno State, the governor complained that over 3 local governments had been captured by Boko Haram. Minister of Information came out and said they should disregard what he's saying. Now, these guys are having a field day in Zamfara, and the government is not doing anything about it. It's such a shame. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that atrocious update from Rivers State's sole administrator began making the rounds. It was journalist Rufai Oseni who broke the news to the Nigerian media. Let's take that update from Rufai Oseni's page. Rivers government special announcement. The sole administrator, Vice Admiral retired Ibok Ete Ekweibas, has formally summoned the suspended governor of Rivers State, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, and his deputy, Dr. Ngozi Odu, to appear before him for an inquiry into the appointments made under the administration over the past 2 years. Sir Fubara is directed to present all relevant documents and records pertaining to appointments, including justifications and procedures followed during this tenure. The session will also serve as an opportunity for the suspended governor to provide a clear and detailed explanation as to why he believes he should be reinstated to office. Both parties are expected to appear in person as follows. Date: Friday, 18th April 2025. Time: 10 a.m. prompt. Venue: Conference Room, Rivers State Government House, Port Harcourt. Attendance is mandatory. The process forms part of the sole administrator's ongoing effort to restore transparency and accountability and lasting peace in the governance of Rivers State. Signed, Professor Ibibia Lucky Worika, Secretary to the State Government. You heard that. Attendance is mandatory. And you know that if Simfubara is not a fool or a lesser man, he is not supposed to answer the call of an unconstitutional sole administrator sitting on his seat, a seat that he was duly elected to take. So there is no way in this world that Fubara is supposed to answer that call. And now he is saying that it is a mandatory call. So if Fubara declines, he will now say that Fubara is working against the peace of the state. Then he will move to get him arrested. Aside arresting him, there is a more sinister possibility that they will use his non-attendance to extend the duration of the state of emergency, because they've been looking for a way. How are we going to extend this thing after 6 months? So he'll just rope it around Fubara that he is not working to bring peace to the state. This is a typical war declared not only on Simfubara, but on the entire Nigerian state. And as sad as this event is for Nigeria, I am happy that it is happening, because I have been looking at a way for a very long time. I've been looking at how we can remove this pretense that we are operating a democracy. Let us face the fact. Let us know what we are operating, because it is when the truth is obvious that we can now work to fix it. So I want the sole administrator to go ahead and arrest Fubara and lock him up. Yes, that is what I want. Let it be clear to the whole world that Nigeria is not practicing democracy. And a sexual doctor here says, if you are Fubara, would you turn up? Of course I wouldn't. And I don't think he should. Osaro here says, an elected governor should come and answer a sole administrator. White powder logic. That is it. Only drug addicts can come up with such a plan. And Editi Peter here says, elected governor should appear before a sole administrator is out of the constitution. There is no law that commands such act. The sole administrator is illegal, and suspending a democratically elected governor is unconstitutional. Fubara should decline the invitation. Yes, he should. There is absolutely no logic that he should consider to answer that call. Mr. Alive here says, you must have a very wicked and evil mind to keep supporting the APC. I am telling you, a group of cultists that want to totally destroy your country, you still be supporting them. Barrister Samuel here says, This is the most ridiculous political move by Tinubu camp in Rivers crisis. This is no longer funny and a joke taken too far by the federal government of Nigeria. The governor will be a coward to honor such an invitation. Enough of this nonsense in the states. That is it. I think FUBARA's handlers should just step up and tell him not to, don't even read the statement. The statement released by the sole administrator. Don't even read it. Don't take anybody's call from their camp. All this let peace reign. If he should answer this call, I can assure you that he's going to lose over 50% of his support base, because that level of cowardice will be too much. He should not answer this call at all. Stay in your house. Don't go anywhere. If they are coming to pick him, let them go ahead and pick him. Then we'll now see what will happen after that, which I believe they cannot get away with. I mean, they've been getting away with so many other things, but I believe it is absolutely impossible to do this and get away with it. To think that you can just unseat the man and ridicule him like this is absolutely not going to happen in this country. But we are going to keep our fingers crossed, follow this up, and see how it ends. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away.